Here we are back in the series, and we're going to do some more modeling. This time we're going to finish off the hand for the character, and we'll do that right now. So let's go ahead and just click right here. We'll hide the body because we don't need that. And we'll just add a plane into the scene. We'll do a plane right there, and you can scale that in. If you can't scale in, you might have to click this button or something else. Sometimes that happens. Scale it into right there. And I believe there are 8 verts that are actually on the connecting arm, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go ahead and take a look. I was messing with this earlier, seeing what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 verts that connect on there. And so we know that at the end of this hand, we have to have 8 verts coming off. That way it lines up with it. We could add more detail, but just for the sake of this, we're keeping it simple. So we'll scale up this box. And we want, like I said, 8 verts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, you can just take this one out. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 verts total. We'll take that guy over there, that guy over there. That might be a good reference point, but for now we'll just leave it like that. Move this in a little bit, move this in a little bit, and let's start extruding this out. So extrude this down to the edge of the hand where the fingers start, and that's looking pretty good. Now, you notice it's kind of like, it's not white like these other bones are, it's kind of like a bluish color. I think that's because the normal's inside out. So let's go ahead and select the whole thing, and let me turn on my screencast keys. I don't know why that turns off. And we will go ahead and go to space, hit space on the keyboard, and do flip normals. And now there we go. So let's just get this to look a bit more hand-like. We'll pull that over to there. Pull that over to there. And that's looking pretty good. We'll make a space for the thumb with this loop here. Put another one right there for the fingers. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Now we'll set up the space for each one of these. So we'll make the fingers and we'll snap everything to that. But let's just establish how much verts that we're going to be working with. So each finger is going to have some space it works with. So let's see what we can do. So we'll go, let's see. We can grab this guy here and move him over. Or I think actually that'll work. Yeah, we'll put a cut in right here. I think we'll do it with the knife tool. That'll be best. So right now we have space for about, let's say, I guess that's about 2-3 fingers. And we need a total, I think, of 8 cuts for all the fingers. So let's just do a triangle here, triangle there, triangle here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think that might work for what we want. You'll see how this makes sense in a little bit. And we'll work off that. We can do the same on the bottom as well. But I think we'll just start on that. Let's see. We can do the same here. Cut to there. Cut to there. And a cut to here. Okay. Let's go and do the fingers now. We got the palm kind of sitting there. We'll call this palm. And let's do a finger here. So same thing, we're just going to go ahead and grab that point, add in a plane, scale it in, and rotate that, rotate it to there, go into edit mode, and extrude it down to this point right here. This is the pointer finger point. Okay, and we'll move that so it's centered up. And we'll add a loop for this and a loop for that spot. Basic fingers, so there's going to be big, nice, chunky fingers like this. Nothing to it, but you can add more detail if you'd like. I think that's fine. Let's go ahead and just make it kind of match the curve of the finger. And we will now drop this down a bit. That way it's kind of more towards the top of the finger. Generally the bone is kind of upwards towards the top of the finger more. That looks pretty good. Okay. And let's just take that finger. We'll make him a little bit smaller so he's not too chunky. Something like that. Looks pretty good. And take these. Bring those over to here. I think that's right about there. And this guy up to about there. Whole thing down once again, and this in as well. So now we got a basic little finger there. And that's pretty much all you need. We can add extra loops in to give it more detail. That way it can deform correctly. We'll put one here at the edge. put one here, 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 and here. Move that in a little bit, move that one in a little bit, move that up a little bit, move that up a little bit, and now we will go ahead and just take the whole thing, scale it this way a little bit, that way it's a little thinner, and we'll add a little fingernail just for the sake of it. Scale that in, extrude out, take these two back verts and merge them in. And now we get a fingernail. If we put it in smooth and do smooth shade, that's a finger. Pretty basic, but it should do the trick. So we got our box there. Let's do the next finger. We'll just duplicate that guy over, and we'll move him into the space for the next one. Put on positional, or what do you call it, proportional editing. Just trying to line him up a bit. Trying to decide, yeah, that's about right. Right about there. I just want to get that in there. Towards the top of the finger. I'm not sure where there's actually a little edge there. That's interesting. Dissolve that edge. Just I guess there's an extra one that was added. And that's finger number 2, looking pretty good. Finger 3. We'll take this guy and we'll grab the verts on the end. Oops, let's go this way. We want this bone here. It's a little hard to see, but you can kind of get the hang of it. So we do a little rotate. A little rotated like that. That's pretty close. Bend that down. As you go along further, you need to manipulate the hand a little better. You notice I have this on the root curve, not the standard one. So that might help you kind of get this aligned better. Move that up there, and we'll do this loop here. Turn off proportional editing with O. That's half decent. Vertex, nope, no. Hit the wrong thing there. Go ahead and grab these verts at the end, pull these over a little bit, put proportional editing back on, sorry. Ignore all that. Hit the wrong keys there for a second. Rotate that guy a little bit. Move this up. It looks pretty good. Okay. Copy the finger over again. I didn't mean to hit the Control D there. It's just a force of habit from other software packages. Line him up to the pinky pretty good. And this guy's going to need a lot of adjustment, so we'll just do it manually without yeah, we can always do it with proportional editing. Why not? So we'll just go into this mode. And let's see, scale it up. Right to about there. Rotate it. Rotate that guy in there. Looking pretty good. Let's grab the whole thing. Move it over to there. Grab this guy. In there. And that's looking pretty good. Let's move it back a bit more though. So that way it's at the top of the finger. Plus like that. And this needs to come down. Turn off proportional editing. Always hit the wrong key there. Not hide. And we'll just move these exactly where we want them. Alright, so basic nice chunky fingers. Let's take a copy off this guy and we'll make him a thumb. Grab him, double tap R to rotate, and just start lining them up. So I'll do that again, rotate to there, something like that, top down, let's get them in place. So let's see, something like that. rotate this way, rotate that way. Just kind of finesse it around. And that's pretty close. Let's grab the end here. And we'll go ahead and go to scale. Oh, sorry, proportional edit, scale, and just scale that finger up. We want to use the sharp. I believe that's the right one. So get it going a little bit, and then we'll continue. Something like that's looking like a thumb, I think. Let's try and see if we can do it just like that, because we want it's a little wider that way than the other way. And rotate it in, and then we'll grab these verts with this disabled. We want this O to turn that off. And rotate in. Looking pretty good. Let's keep it going. Let's get that bone more centered, or more offset actually. And let's get these lined up here. So this is the edge slide up to there. I think actually, let's see. So we got 3 around this guy. You know, we want those kind of 3 rings. We got these 3 rings here. Do an edge slide on that. Move them back a little bit. Edge slide on that. Move them forward. Move them up. Move this up. Now, you know, actually there's 3 there, and then there's, yeah, this needs to be moved up a whole bunch, I think. 1, 2, 3. Yep, we just got to edge slide these guys up. Edge slide right to there. Edge slide this guy up. And then edge slide this guy up. And then center this one on that joint. And now we can move these into position. Not edge split, edge slide. Edge slide. And let's get that kind of last bit of it in place. Back into proportional edit. Scale this guy in a little bit, I think. Turn off proportional. And tuck these in. Give it just more of that kind of thumb look. Alright, fingers. Fingers they are. Cool. So let's do the palm now. Just give me 1 second. Let's see what we got here. Okay, let's go ahead and jump right in. Plane. Oh, wait, actually, I think we already modeled the palm. That's right. I completely forgot. Just thought we were working on something else here. Let's go ahead and delete the faces, and we can just turn the, I think it's the palm back on. Yep, there we go. That's what we want. And yeah, let's go ahead and start attaching everything. So all these are going to combine, grab them all and hit Control J. And that's pretty good. Okay. Let's go ahead and start attaching stuff. So let's take this edge loop here. Oh, I'm sorry, let's attach the palm to the fingers as well. Actually, notice for the time being, leave them separate. That way we can just snap them together and don't have to worry about editing the one or clicking on the wrong thing. So go on the fingers, go into face mode, and delete all the faces out of the back of the fingers. That way we can connect them and there isn't like a face connecting between the two, which wouldn't make any sense. Move that guy up a little bit. Okay. Now we can snap stuff. So the palm is going to attach like this on these 4 faces. So these are going to go delete those faces. And now we can snap the verts in there. We'll put another edge loop right there. And we'll go into here and we'll go to vertex and there. Let's see how we want to do this. So this one will definitely attach into here. Actually, I think we can bring back some of those faces. We want only these 3 to delete. I think the other one will attach directly in. Delete those faces. And go into vertex and snap him to there. So that's our first vert. And this guy goes up to there. I think we actually want that extra loop. Yep, right there. That'll be a triangle. We may sort that out later with how we're kind of setting this up, but that'll be okay for now. This one will also snap to that same point. Like I said, there are going to be triangles in this setup. And we'll kind of just move this guy up a bit, and we'll move this guy, put our edge loop in there, and move him down a bit. And now we'll go into the thumb and start working with him. So I'll grab him and snap him onto this point. And we'll take this, and we'll just kind of move him down. That's okay. Looking good on that front. Let's bring him down, actually, and we'll snap the thumb to that. Snap thumb there. And let's see what we got here. So we can take these verts and just extrude them out. Oops, we'll put a face on this one because I think this is the new loop we made. Forgot to add this back in. And we can grab him and put him right to there. Make that a spot there, and that one. Trying to think how we want to do this. Yep, and we'll add another face in here. So extrude that point to there. Connect those. Connect those. Not too bad, I think. Let's see if there's any other thing we can do here. We might be able to add another loop in up here. And we'll take this guy. Trying to think how we want to approach this. You know, actually, we're going to remove this triangle. Take that loop out, and we'll take this guy. Now we can finally combine them. They're a bit closer, so now it's good. So we'll combine these two. Now they're the same object. Just gets a little trickier. Just want to save you some hardship if you didn't have to have it. So we'll take this face off completely from the thumb. Delete the face. Delete this face. And take this, and we'll go ahead and grab him and put him right there. And we'll tweak that in a second. It'll look a little odd for the time being, but it's close. So we've got that set up. Now we're going to do another loop right here, so we can attach this guy in. I think that's what we want, right? Maybe we actually just pull this into here. Trying to think of it. Yeah, I think this extra loop will be worthwhile. And yeah, that'll cut into like that. Just like that. Take the face off here. Face is there. Let's hide the skeleton for a moment. That way we can just work right on the setup here. Take these three faces, make a new face of that. Little triangle there. And we'll connect all this gap here. Also we do remove doubles. That way we have no extra verts. Connect those. Connect those. And yeah, now we get the thumb basically attached. Let's go ahead and smooth shade it all. Alright, cool. So now we can attach the palm together to the hand. Since we know the bones of the fingers are right, we're going to move the hand to the fingers rather than the fingers to the hand. So let's take the faces off the front of this. See if we can't grab them under there. These faces. That one right there. You can kind of get that point in the middle, and then you can get it off that. And we'll take these, and we'll start snapping. So that'll go to that. I think. Let's see what this looks like. Nope, that'll go like that. Okay, that makes more sense. And we'll start snapping these faces to where we think they should kind of go. We'll take these guys out of here and move them back. Move this up without the snap. That'll be figured out in a second. Snap this guy to that one. This to here. This to there. This to there. This to here. This to here. This to here. Going pretty good. That goes there. That goes there. We may need to do one extra cut here. We'll see how it sorts out. Yeah, I think we're just missing a couple on this guy, so cut here and here. And that goes to there, to there. Alright, let's go ahead and see what we got now. So we've got some basic things there. See little triangles, like I said. You can improve it, but for the sake of what we're doing, it's not bad. Let's take this edge, dissolve that edge, put a vertex, or we'll do a cut here. We'll try and keep it in the joints rather than on the actual fingers themselves if we can. Like this one here is kind of unavoidable for the time being. That'll probably be okay. we can move the hand out like this. This will actually probably help it out a lot. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. Let's fill in these gaps by hitting, first we'll do select everything, then remove doubles. That'll weld all these points together. And now let's go ahead and fill in these kind of the webbing of the fingers. Okay. Let's fix this thumb up and then we should be all set. Are these attached? No, this didn't seem to want to attach for some reason. Interesting. Let's try remove doubles again. Let's go ahead and do remove doubles distance, and we'll just increase that. That should connect everything. See how it kind of goes from having those weird normals there to going away. So I want to set it too high, but since our model is huge, that should be fine. And then we'll go back out. Okay. Just not forget that that's set at that high setting. We merge this into here as well. I'm not sure if that's the best move. Let's see what we can do about this kind of weird setup over here. Dissolve this edge. Actually, let's delete the faces for now. Maybe we can clean this up. So we've got that set up there. We've got that coming around. Let's just take this edge right out. Dissolve the edge. And we'll put a face in. Will that do the trick? Yeah, okay. That works. Easy enough. Let's move this around a little bit. Or we can clean these up a little. Make it look more normal. Just like that. And we'll take this guy over here. Oh yeah, okay. And let's get this thumb into a normal shape over here. Tweaking obviously will make this perfect, but we're just making some basic stuff. Just get that edge over a little more. This guy here, turn off proportional. Thinking we might need an extra loop in here somewhere. Keep that thumb from freaking out. Actually, maybe that doesn't need to go back so far. Yeah, I could do the trick. Let's cut this right across here. And these don't need these edges anymore. Dissolve edges. We got any extras there? I think we do have it. Yeah, these guys now got extras. Let's take this, cut it into here. Little triangle that extends out. Right? Oh yeah, maybe we can add the loop back in. Will that give us any trouble? How about one of these? Cut this into here. Take this edge, dissolve the edge there. Put a loop in right there. Cut him into here. Yeah, that could do it. And cut this one into here. I think I want to extend this guy all the way down to this. That way it's just kind of nice, and even though there's a triangle there, I think it'll help with the deformation better than having just nothing there. So let's do that. And let's finalize this up a little bit. So we'll move this around. We'll give him a bit of a palm. Move that down. Move this up. And take these guys. Move them up. Move that down. Move this whole line over. Grab all these and we'll just do a little rounding, and that should be it for the hand, I believe. See what this guy's finger looks like. It's pulling up a little bit. Let's get this up in the air. And this up in the air. And this. just to kind of even out that space so he doesn't have such a kind of wide grip. Take the pinky edge and bring him over too. Maybe not too much. And pull these guys together. Alright, that's a hand for you. Cool, it's attached to the body. So you can see it takes a little bit of finesse, but in the process you get a very basic hand, but this can basically do all the animation you need and want. You can do a lot more refining to make it look prettier, but if we just do Control 2 on it, now pretty decent hand. You know, finger's a little odd, but not a lot of detail in there and works out just fine. So let's bring the body back in, and you can name it hand if you really wanted, but it's just going to be combined right now, and you see it's off a little bit. That's okay. And we'll go into the body, and we'll just grab the hand, grab the body, Control J, and let's go ahead and sort this all out. So first thing we do is let's delete all these faces that are going to get in the way here. So let's delete these. Take these guys away first, yeah. Faces there. Faces there. Faces there. There's the ones on the inside of the body here. Sorry, it's a little hard to see, but that's just kind of what's going on. And let's just snap this right in place. So grab this, go to verts, snap there, snap there. Hopefully I got all those verts in the right amount. If not, we'll just fix it. Bring him over to there. Bring him there. That guy done. Done. Boom. Attached to the hand. Let's see if we had any extra little room in there. I think we're going to take the whole thing, do remove doubles again. Oops, sorry. See how you had that setting up too high. Remove doubles. And let's put this down to 1, I think that's a micrometer. And we remove those 8 vertices. And just take this wrist here, edge slide that up a bit without the snap on. Edge slide that up. And take this one and edge slide that up. And let's put the meta rig back on and see what that looks like. If that's kind of right around the wrist joint area. Let's move these all up together so that way they nicely kind of center around that ball joint there. Alright, you got a wrist. Cool. So let's just move this guy out a little. That way he's not too weird. We'll see if there's anything odd going on there. Move this fellow. Maybe scale him out a little bit. Yep, not all the way around. A little bumpy. And this guy can go in a little bit. Except for that guy can't. Cool. And there you have a hand. Very cool. And it's attached to the body. And that's on our character. So that took a little while, I'm sure. But good kind of practice to get into kind of modeling and doing kind of somewhat organic stuff. You can see how it kind of is very simple, but ends up, you know, kind of demanding a little bit of attention. But in the process, we match it right to that skeleton, and good to go. So now we're going to do UV unwrapping in the next video. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.